Okay, let's start the class. They will join us later. Anybody wants to join us? This is by my time. Okay, remain 1 minute. Let's wait for 1 minute. For the you are talking about group structure. We are talking about group structure. So we said group structure shows the level of amount of investment a parent has in subsidiary and also serves as the basis of sharing profit or loss after acquisition. In exam, group structure can be tested in just 2 ways. One, given directly from the question. That is number one. Number two, through numbers of shares acquired by the parents. Yeah. This is the true cost of investments. Is either given directly from the question or through the numbers of shares acquired by the parents. Okay. Let's take them one after the other for better understanding. Given directly from the question. Given directly from the question. On the question. No thinking is required. Let's take example. No thinking is required. Okay, let me share the screen. Look at this. Simple group. Supercorp Limited acquires 70% of Supergroup. What is your own duty in exam? He has given me the group structure. Parent is 70, NCI is 30%. That is what we mean as giving directly from the question. Parent is 70. In exam, what is my own duty? The first account is for the parents. Supercorp. The first account is for nothing concern you, concern that. That is not your business. Your business is Supergroup. Don't forget, I told you last week, group account is about shares investment. Out of this, what is my concern? Equity shares, the share capital, 1,000. It is the share he acquired to have control. How many percent control does he have? 70%. Now, they've given me the group structure. What is the nominal value? It does not give me the nominal value. I will assume it is 1 naira. So with this now, I will now say for the group structure, parents. I will say parents, 70%. NCI, 30%. Good. But I want to know the number of shares that make the 70%. I will say total numbers of shares in subsidiary equals to values of the shares all over nominal value. What is the values of shares? 1,000. Divided by the nominal value of 1 naira. When it is not good, we assume it is 1 naira. 1,000. How many does the parent acquire? He acquires 70%. So parent equals to 0.7 times 1,000 to give me 700. NCI now, 0.3 times 1,000 to give me 300. That's all. That is all. Any issue? Any issue? That is it. Let's take another, this thing again. Another example on this. Look at this. Smith Limited. Smith acquired 90% of Smart. Smith acquired 90% of Smart on 1st October 2007. That is the date of acquisition. What is my own duty in exam? There's nothing concern me with Smith. It's the parents that has control. In Smart, that's my concern. Out of this Smart account, I'll just go to the share capital, which is 2,000 at a nominal value of 25 kobo. To convert it to 100% of shares, then I will not get the percentage acquired by the parents. So if we go to the question now, let's share the solution. I'll say, okay, Smith's group structure, parents, 90%, NCI, 10%. I'll say total numbers of shares in subsidiary equals to values of the shares all over nominal value, which is 2,000 divided by, that will give me 8,000. Parent acquire shares. Now 8,000 times 0.9. The NCI will now be 8,000 times 0.1. This will give me 7,800. 8,000. 100%. That is the first way that group structure can be tested. The second way group structure can be tested, it is through the numbers of shares acquired by the parents. Through the numbers of shares acquired by the parents. Through numbers of shares So through the numbers of shares acquired by the parents, this is the second way group structure can be tested. They will not give you directly from the question. They will only give you the number of shares acquired by the parents. Let me show you what I'm saying. Look at it, question 3, Big Bottle. On 1st of April 2018, Big Bottle Limited acquired the following investments. 1,320,000 equity shares. They will not give you percentage. It's the shares he acquired they will give you, which is 1,320,000 equity shares in small bottle. Don't forget, the first account is the parent. The second one is the subsidiary. In subsidiary account, I need what? The numbers of shares at 100%. What will I do? I will just go to the share capital of the subsidiary. Share capital is 16,500. What is the nominal value? I will trace 10 naira. I will convert it to shares, and he acquire how many? 1,320,000. Therefore, I will just say total numbers of shares in subsidiary equals to values of shares all over nominal one. 16,500 divided by 10 naira. 1,650. You now acquire, out of this 1,650, we acquire 1,320 over 1,650 times 100. How many percent does he acquire?
80%.
You now acquire 80%. I will now say the group structure. Group structure.
You have
Parents. 80%. NCI. 20%. That's all. That is all. That is all. Now, let's take another example of this. Look at Baron. Baron PLC acquired 3 million equity shares of Valeta. He acquired 3 million equity shares of Valeta. He has given me the number of shares that he acquired. He will not give me the percentage. I'm the one going to look for it. In the exam, what is my own duty? Not to concern me with the Baron. Is the Valeta. Out of the Valeta is the shares of Valeta, 8,000, at a nominal value of 2 naira. I will convert it to 100% shares number. How do I go about that? Very simple. I would now say Baron now. Total numbers of shares in subsidiary equals the values of the shares all over nominal value.
That's 8,000, not 4.
8,000. Thank you. 4,000. Is that Temitope?
Yes, sir.
I trust you. So we
Bonus for
acquired
you.
3,000. Bonus for you. That is it.
75%.
So we acquire 75%. This is the first thing in any group account question. How does this stand? Parents, 75%. ICI, 25%. See for me? Are you sure? Any issue? Any issue?
No, sir.
The next thing is the group's cost of investment. After the group structure, let's go through the definition. Cost of investment simply means, in summary, this is the amount of and the fair value of the consideration given up to acquire a subsidiary by the parent company, which includes the following means. How can we acquire? You can decide to pay cash payment, share consideration, defer, contingent consideration, loan, and the combined cost of investment. That is it. I have highlighted each one of them for you because we don't have time. Exam is approaching, and I want to do so much on this group account to give you the 20 marks. Because it's a certainty. It will be part of the question. How does you want me be? Ole,
Kò tí ì yé ni.
Ole. So look at the cost of investment. Okay, sorry. Cost of investment. We can acquire a subsidiary, we pay cash payments. 2, I don't have money, but let me issue my shares to you, share consideration. 3, we can have contingents, consideration. 4, We can have deferred. I don't have money, I'll pay in a future date. Deferred consideration. 5, loan notes. Then 6, I can use 2 or 3 out of this. That's give us what? Combine. That is it.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Please, can you explain that contingent consideration again, sir?
I said earlier. You people should not worry. About the cost of investment for now. But as you have asked, let's explain little on it. Let me take you there. Because I'm still going to put them to test. What do I mean by that? I'm going to use each one of them. This is contingent. I don't know whether I can see it.
Yes, sir.
The cost of investment in which the parent company paid the subsidiary upon attain certain agreed performance. That is what is called contingent. How do I know it's a contingent in exam? 3 things must be there. We are still going to use questions to demonstrate each cost of the investment for you. For the contingent, the first thing is there must be condition given to subsidiary. That is the first thing. What is it going to give in return for meeting the performance? It's known as fair value of the contingent consideration or they say fair value of the arrangement. Three, I will now reassess what happened at the reporting date. At DOC. 3 things can happen at reporting date. Meet targets. Below. And the last one is exceed. These are the 3 things that can happen. How will I know it's a contingent consideration? First one is the condition. Have you not seen somebody say, I will marry you if I give you belly? What is the condition? Gebele. What is he promising if you get marriage? I will now reassess it at the end. He get belle meet target. You no get belle below target. He get belle with 3 pikin exceed target.
Yes, ma'am.
They will tell you. For example, let me show you. Let me show you this. Okay. Don't know whether you can see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Let me show you a question on multi-gen conjugation. Look at this now. On April 2016, Berry acquired 75% of equity share capital of Love. Love have been experiencing difficult trading conditions and making significant losses. In allowed for Love difficulties, Berry made a cash payment of 150 kobo per shares. In addition, Berry will pay a further amount in cash on 30th September 2017 if Love returns to profitability by that date. If you returns to profitability, that is the condition. The value of this contingent consideration at the date of acquisition was estimated to be 1.8. I'll pay you 1.8 if you return to profits. But at 30 December 2016, in the light of the continual losses, its value was now estimated at 1.5. I can only pay 1.5. This is below target.
Target.
But don't worry. I don't want to bother you too much. It's like the cost of investment. Because we are still going to enter. We are going to raise it. Reason. Yes. But what I just need from you to know the type of cost of investment for now, that it can be cash, it can be share, it can be deferred, it can be contingent, it can be loan notes. And all the 5 costs of investment must be known to you with implication whether it is recorded or not. But I cannot be taking that one, each one of them now. It will waste our time because we are still going where it is needed. So I will now use question to show you where it is needed. Any other question?
No, sir.
Why do I need to know cost of investment? It is because of one yes,
Goodwill.
goodwill. It's a must. You must understand goodwill and the implication. So, to calculate goodwill, the cost of investment I'll bring it. I will add NCI. After adding NCI to the cost of investment, it will give me the purchase consideration. I will now less the net assets at the date of acquisition. This will either give me goodwill or gain on purchase bargaining. That is it.
So are they the same thing, goodwill or gain on purchase bargain, or they are
They are
different?
not the same thing.
What's the difference?
Goodwill, they are still coming there.
Okay.
Goodwill is positive.
Oh,
Gain
okay.
on purchase bargaining, negative goodwill. You bargain very well. You pay less than the net asset.
Perfect.
Now, let's just have a small definition of goodwill before look at it on goodwill. Okay. This is goodwill. The accounting treatment of goodwill on consolidation. Look at it here. Goodwill. This is one of the major components to be tested in exam. It's classified into two. Positive goodwill. It's not like positive goodwill, just goodwill. I cannot say plus 8. 8 is 8. 8 is positive already. So goodwill and gain on purchase bargaining. In accordance with IAS 38, that inherited goodwill must not be shown in the financial statement and it must not be amortized. What is he saying? Goodwill only come from business combination, but purchase goodwill, the goodwill that come from business combination, that means somebody acquires a subsidiary. Who is a subsidiary? The company that an investor has control over. One that controls another entity is the parent. The parent, this company they controls is the subsidiary. That is this, what he's trying to say. Now, before I can have goodwill in my book, it must be business combination. That means purchase goodwill. Goodwill that come from a business combination. That is, I acquire a subsidiary. Now, look at it must be emphasized that all events that happen at the date of acquisition affect goodwill calculation. Anything that all events that happen at the date of acquisition must affect goodwill, must go to goodwill calculation. Everything. On that note, goodwill can be simply defined as the difference between purchase consideration and the identifiable net asset of subsidiary. If the purchase consideration is greater than the net asset of subsidiary at acquisition, it's known as goodwill. What's the goodwill? Let me demonstrate. If purchase consideration, what is purchase consideration here? Cost of investment. Let's say it's 10. I add NCI 2 to give me 12. Purchase consideration. Then the net asset is 8. So when I less it will give me what? Goodwill. 4. So it is the difference between net assets and the purchase consideration. But if the purchase consideration is 15 and the net asset is 20, this will give me what? Gain on purchase bargaining, negative goodwill of 5. So what makes it to be goodwill or purchase consideration is a function of two things: the net assets and the purchase consideration. Now, let's take that. To some extent, you have no cost of investment. At least you have the knowledge of what is cost of investment. Then NCI. Who is NCI? Don't forget last week, I said the share that is not acquired. Let's say ECO, BICO. If ECO acquire 80% here, the 80% in BICO, ECO has controls BICO, yes. BICO now is a subsidiary of ECO, but it's not 100% control. He have 80% parents, which happen to be ECO 80%. They can also call parent an investor. They can also call it acquirer. They can also call it holding company. We are still saying the same thing. The remaining 20% shares now in BICO, don't forget BICO is a subsidiary. The remaining 20% is known as what? NCI.
Non-controllable interest.
Which they call the minority interest before. Before IFRS 3 now comes and say, okay, call them non-controlling interest. So, but we have known the percentage. Percentage is 20%. Percentage is not value, it's not number. It's just the percentage of the shares. We can now know the numbers of shares held by the NCI and the value of the NCI. And we are interested in the value. Yeah, the value. Because it's the value I will add to the cost of investment to give me purchase consideration. But now, I want to know the value. How can I know the value? IFRS 3 business combination now give us procedure to use in determining NCI. This is what we want to know now. How do we determine NCI in a question? Now, NCI, I want to know what is the valuation of NCI. I want to value NCI. NCI can be valued in two ways. Either it is fair value or share
Proportionate.
of proportionate. This is how to value NCI. Who give us the clue on how to value NCI is IFRS 3. That says, okay, SCI can be valued in two ways. It's either it is fair value or share of proportionate. Now, another name for fair value is you will see full goodwill method or gross goodwill method. Another name for share of proportionate is partial goodwill method or net assets method. This is it. But in exam, how do I know the one they say I should use? We now look for the indicators. Indicators of fair value. Transfer kini ẹ padà. Oh yeah. Indicators of fair value. What am I going to see in a question? That will show to me I am to use fair value. One, market price per share of subsidiary or NCI will be given in the question. Will be given in the question. That is it. That is number one. Market price per share of subsidiary or NCI will be given. Let's test run that. Market price per share of subsidiary. Let's test run that. Let's go to this. Now look at it. Very question. Look at this. At the date of acquisition, shares in Love had a listed market price of 120 kobo. Let's read again. At the date of acquisition, shares in Love had a listed market price of 120 kobo. He has given me the market price. I will now go to the question and say, what is the group policy? Berry policy is to value non-controlling interest as fair value at the date of acquisition. For this purpose, Love shares price at the date can be deemed to be representative of the fair value of the shares held by the NCI. This is what they give the last guys. Market price per shares of subsidiary. How do I know the value? Very simple. I'll just say very, very simple. What is the total shares in the company? 6,000. What is the nominal value? 50 kobo. What is the group structure? 75%. With this, I will know the value of NCI. Let me show you. I will not say, okay, in Berry, I will say total numbers of shares in subsidiary because the values of shares all over nominal value. Values of shares now, he has 6,000 divided by the nominal value, which is 0.5, to give me 12,000. Out of this 12,000, they've given us the group structure. Parents is 75%, which is 0.75 times 12,000. That will give me 9,000. Then NCI. (0.25) times 12,000. So NCI will now be what? 3,000. So I can now know the value now. Value of NCI will now equal to 3,000 shares times 1 naira 20 kobo. That's all. To give me 36. This is the value. This is the value I will now add to cost of investment. Oh, yeah, ask me a question. Any issue? Any question? Ask me a question. Ask me a question. Ask me a question. Should we take one more question on this? Or we should move to the next level?
One more question, sir.
Sir,
Every time, one more question. Every
Sir.
time, one more question.
sir,
Yes.
assuming the value of the percentage is not given, is only value of shares, how do we determine the NCI with the value of shares?
I said it's only two ways you can determine the group structure in exam, which is the first thing they will ask you when you are preparing group account question. It's either they give you the percentage, just like this, or they give you the numbers of shares held by the NCI. And number of shares acquired by the parents. That's just the two ways. No more way. The numbers of shares acquired by the parent. If you don't give me percentage, you will give me the numbers of shares acquired by the parent, which I will use to calculate it. Any issue? Is it clear?
Yeah, it's okay.
So if you don't give me the percentage, therefore, you must give me the number of shares. That is it. Acquired by the parents. Okay, as you have said, let's take another question on this. If you can understand those foundations, you are good to go. I'll just be solving questions to apply all the foundation to you, and it will make sense to you. Okay, let's go to another question. Look at PEP. On 1st January 2015, PEP PLC acquired 75% of more equity shares by means of immediately share SC or 2 shares, blah, blah, blah. The fair value of PEP among the fair value of PEP among shares. So they've given the fair value of PEP among shares. On 1st January 2015, which is the date of acquisition, is 4 naira for parents, 3 naira for subsidiaries. Okay, if that be the case, what is the share capital? Oh, 20,000. What is the group policy? The nominal value is 1 naira. What is the group policy? I'll go and check. PEP policy is the value not controlling interest at fair value at the date of acquisition. For this purpose, most share price at that date of acquisition, is a representative of the fair value of shares held by the non-controlling interest. So immediately you see in any question, they give you market price per share of subsidiary. It's an indicator that NCI is valued at fair value. So you go and confirm it. So let me, so for PEP now, in PEP, that's giving me the group structure. Parent is 75%, NCI is 25%. I would say total numbers of shares in subsidiary because of values of shares all over nominal value. What is the values of shares? 20,000 divided by the nominal value of ₦1 to give me 20,000. You only acquire 75%. Parent 0.75 times 20,000. That will give me 15,000. While NCI has 0.25 times 20,000. That will give me 5,000. Then value of NCI at DOA 5,000 times the market price, give me 15,000. So that is all. Second one, how do I know it is fair value? Question will now give me 2. Fair value of NCI will be given. This is it. No thinking is required. They will just give you the value direct and they will tell you. No thinking is required. The question will just tell you the fair value of NCI is so. And that will be the basis for calculating your goodwill. Look at the Super League Limited. The non-controlling interest at 1st April 2020 was 108,000. I'll just pick, they will just give you directly. No thinking is required. We just give you. They will tell you, look at this big bottle. The fair value attributed to non-controlling interest amounted to what? 6,800. Yeah. NCI, they will just give you direct. Go and pick the figure, no cap for that calculation. Third one. Fair value of the whole subsidiary. Third one. Fair value of the whole subsidiary will be given in the question. Fair value of the whole subsidiary will be given in the question. The fair value of the whole subsidiary. Student used to mix that and this. Student used to mix these two up. This one will say fair value of NCI. This one will say fair value of the whole. You will mention the name of subsidiary. You will mention the name of sub. For example, let me show you. Look at this term now. It is the policy of the group to measure non-controlling interest and using for goodwill. For this purpose, the fair value of Jerry, you will measure the name of the subsidiary. The fair value of Jerry on 1st January was estimated to be 60 million. That means if I want to buy Jerry completely, 100%. The difference between the second and the third one, the second one will not mention the name of subsidiary. We just say the fair value of NCI. But the third one will tell you that it's the fair value of the whole company. That if I want to buy all this company at 100%, this is how much I will pay. However, don't forget, it does not buy the company at 100%. So let's see. How do we go about knowing the value of NCI now? Trump PLC acquired 15 million equity shares out of how many? To determine the group structure. This is 5,000. What is the nominal value? 25. Come. So I will convert to get the 100% shares. Then the one he acquired over total shares in the company times 100 will give me the group structure. I will now multiply that against the fair value of the whole to give me the value of NCI. Let me go again. See. Fair value of the whole subsidiary. I was okay. So, what is the total numbers of shares in subsidiary? Because the values of shares all over nominal value. He has 5,000 divided by 0.25. I think that will give us 20,000. Then he acquired 15 over 20,000 times 100. How many percent?
75%.
So I've done the group structure. Parents,
75.
5%.
That's 75.
Now, how much does it call the fair value of the whole Jerry? If I want to buy Jerry at 100%, How
60
much?
million.
60 million.
Now, 60 meter. I was not say, okay, value of NCI will not be 60,000 times 0.25.
5%. 15.
What does it give us?
15,000.
15,000.
That's 15,000. That's what he's saying.
Sir, sorry to take you back. Please, how did we get the 60,000 naira?
He has told me the fair value of he does he ask you question? Is it not me that is asking question? I start Joy, don't mind me that. You want to do my work. Don't do my work. Don't do my work. Look at it. The fair value of Jerry PLC 60. Fair value of Jerry 60.
Okay.
Now look at what we are saying. For better understanding, it's very simple. Don't be confused about it. How many shares that is in the whole company? Look at it now. How many shares that is in the whole company? 20,000 unit of shares. Can I get the price of each one of them? Yes. What is the price? I will say this 60,000 equals to 20,000 shares. Can I get market price per shares of the shares? Yes. I say 60,000 divided by 20,000. How much is the market price?
3.
So 3 naira. That is it. Or out of the 20,000, parent acquire 75. The remaining 5,000 belongs to NCI. The remaining 5,000 shares. So I'll now say if 5,000 shares equals to 15,000, then 50,000 divided by 5,000 will still give me the market price per shares of 3.
3.
Good. Now, why am I doing this? Look at it. This is the reason. Question can give me market price per shares of 3 naira. I will multiply it by the numbers of shares that belongs to NCI times 5,000, 15,000. If the question does not want to trouble me, it will give me the fair value of NCI, 15,000. The question says fair value of the whole company. If I want to buy the whole company, 60,000. I did not buy the whole company, I only bought 75. So NCI will now be 0.25 times 60,000, 15,000. So each one of them will give you the same answer. No matter they want to do it, each one of them must give me market price I can get fair value of SCI. If you don't want to trouble me, no problem. If you give me the fair value of the whole subsidiary, I will multiply to get the fair value of SCI. Lastly, which is the fourth one, the question will now give me goodwill attributed
Yes, sir.
to NCI. Goodwill attributed to NCI. They will give me the question just like this. Just like Ayaya. Ayaya Limited has a policy of accounting for any non-controlling interest at fair value. For this purpose, the fair value of the goodwill attributed to non-controlling interest, they will give you the fair value of the goodwill. The question will give you the fair value of the goodwill attributed to NCI. Question will just supply you that. That is what it will give you. So, my brothers and sisters, it's only 4 ways. And these 4 ways can be tested on fair value. These are what I will see in the question to tell me that it is fair value. It's either you give market price per shares, it's either you give me the fair value of SCI, it's either you give me goodwill attributed to SCI, or fair value of the whole subsidiary. That is all. Oh, yeah. Any question before we go to share proportionate? Any question? Now, let's go to the second alternative method. That one is very easier than this. You say if you do not value it at fair value, therefore you must value it at share of proportionate. It's only 2 ways you can do it is share proportionate. 1, when the question is silent. 2, company policy. These are the 2 ways to know it is share proportionate. 1, when the question is silent. What do you mean the question is silent? Know anything about fair value. Know anything regarding the fair value. And the second one, company policy. They will give you the fair value. They will give you market price per shares. They will not tell you that is the policy of the company to use share proportionate. And company policy, supersede anything. Now, what is net assets? What is non-net assets? That is the next thing now. what do we refer to as net assets? According to IFRS 3 business combination, net assets are equities. Net assets are equities. What are the equities? Let me show you. Net assets of subsidiary. They are the equities. Number one of the net assets is share capital. Two, share premium. Three, retained. Four, revaluation. Valuation surplus. And the last one, other equity components. This will give me total net assets. But it's very rare to see question that will give you all the five. Which one is compulsory to be given a question? This and this. It's a compulsory. So when we say net asset method or share proportionate, it's saying share the net assets based on their proportion. Share the net assets based on their proportion. Meaning, what is saying is this. If the net asset is 1,000, NCI will collect 30%. Parent will collect 7% based on the group structure of 70-30. 30% of the 1,000 is what I will now add to the cost of the investments. That is the difference between share proportion. Before we now go to goodwill calculation this night. Before
Sorry, sir. Can you come again on that explanation, sir?
You see? Which of the explanation?
The one you just did now, sir.
Which of the one I just did?
The share of proportionate.
Share proportionate thing?
Yes, sir.
Yes. I said the share proportionate, as the name indicates, share is based on proportion of the group structure. I must know my net assets before I can use share proportionate. If the net asset is 1,000 and the group structure is 70-30, I mean parents are past 70%, NCI is like 30%. 30% of the 1,000 will be the value of NCI.
Thank you, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Very well, sir.
Hello. Now, look at it. Any goodwill I have derived when NCI is valued at fair value. Any goodwill that I have derived when NCI is valued at fair value. The goodwill belongs to both the parent and NCI. Let me repeat myself. Any goodwill I have derived, any goodwill I have derived when NCI is valued at fair value, which it can be one of these four. Now, the goodwill belongs to both the parents and NCI. The goodwill I derive, the goodwill using fair value method, the goodwill belongs to both the parents and NCI. That is it. But if it is share or proportionate method, if it is share or proportionate, which can be any of these two methods, share or proportionate, the goodwill belongs to parents only. Only. Now, but to get the goodwill of the parents, even in fair value, to get the goodwill of the parents, even in fair value, that is, when NCI is valued at fair value, the goodwill belongs to both the parent and NCI. However, to get the goodwill of the parent in the fair value method, I will use share or proportion. In summary, the goodwill of the parent is share or proportionate in any method, in any of the two methods. I hope that is fine and clear. I hope that is fine and clear. Madam, you want sleep? No sleep for the wicked. It's not the only wicked. No sleep for Icon students. On Sunday, we did the countdown. It is getting seriously approaching. Have you paid for the exam fee?
When is the deadline, sir?
Are you waiting for the deadline?
I want to know if we still have time now.
I always advise my students to go and pay. You know, when you pay, something will just ginger you to read because you know you have paid. No going back. And I always tell you, my students, please don't miss a diet. Don't miss a diet. Some diets might be difficult. Some diets might be easy. It's like that. But just make sure you are consistent. You will qualify. But consistency is not with laziness. Consistency with hard working. You will succeed in it. It's part of the story you are going to give. It's part of the story that, yeah, for me to conquer, this is what I do, this is what I do. Yeah. when in our own time, self, we did not have the opportunity that you have now. The opportunity then is very, very limited and difficult. Why do we say so? It's only 3 centers in whole Lagos State. Wise. Why? And I think safe. Safe and one center in the Pori side. And the Slabos is so wide that they used to do weekdays. You will see people coming from PI. Instead of going home, they will still go to Wise. On getting there, you will see like 8 stream, 7 stream. You will be at the back. And if you have attended lecture of Adeniji, the man knows everything in his book. You cannot, this kind of question you're asking me, you cannot even ask question. Everything is just it's not easy at all. But here, you are in comfort of your house. You relax. You are drinking wine that you are supposed to reserve for me to give to me. You are using it to take lecture. Can you imagine? It's like that.
Some of us are fasting, sir.
If you are fasting, you must have break the fasting like that.
It's
How can
marathon.
you drink wine in this economy?
Who is drinking wine in this economy?
And
They
now
play.
EFCC is supposed to come arrest the person.
They play. On Friday, still go to club. You will see so many people. They still do Doremi. Yeah, we know how to adjust to situation, pathetic and ugly situation.
Kakazin, we don't go to
Mhm.
club. We're serious students.
That's good. That's good. Especially they don't go to club. That's true. I can see they generally don't go to club. Club is for wayward and okay. Let's take a question on goodwill. Now, let me give you, you have known the formula for goodwill. Let's just take a question on it. Let's take 1 or 2 questions on goodwill calculation. Okay, cost of investment, add NCI, purchase consideration, net asset, don't forget net asset. Then seller give you goodwill, or gain on purchase bargaining. Okay. Let's go to question on goodwill. Let's pick 1 question.
Mr. Kakazin, talk to us about
This is it. A parent acquired 600 equity shares of subsidiary 3 years ago. A parent, he acquired 600 equity shares 3 years ago for 1.2 million. Subsidiary issued share capital on that day was 250,000. Do you have the book with you?
What's the name of this question?
It does not have name. It's the goodwill. Just go to the goodwill.
Okay.
Does not have name. Goodwill. Example of a parent.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You could read it for me. I saw it here. Yeah. Example one now.
Okay, about you.
Who will it?
A parent acquired 600,000 equity shares of its subsidiaries 3 years ago for 1.2 million. The
Yeah,
subsidiary
wait,
issued
madam, not be like that. Small now. 600 shares. This is the parent share. Parents. For cost of investments.
1.2 million.
So, cost of investments 1.2 million. Yeah.
The subsidiaries issued shares capital on that date was 250,000.
250,000 naira.
Yes, 250,000 naira, denominated at 25 kobo per share.
So I can get the total numbers of shares now.
Yes.
Total number of shares in subsidiary equals to
Value
value
of
subsidiary.
nominal value.
He has given me 250,000
0.25.
divided by.
0.25.
So what is the
1 million.
numbers of shares now?
1 million.
He has 1 million shares. Out of it, he acquires 600. Can I determine the group structure? Yes.
Yeah.
I say good structure. Parents. Good structure. 600 over 1,000. 1 million. Times 100. How many percent?
60%.
60%. I will not say parents.
60.
Parents. 60%. NC.
40.
Also.
Can I continue?
Yes, now.
Okay. Other components of the subsidiaries' net assets at the acquisition date were share premium, 550,000.
Yes.
Okay. And retained earnings of 680,000.
Oh,
This
can you see? I can give my net asset at the date of acquisition. Net assets. I do. Don't forget net assets are 5. No question can give you all the 5. I'll say share capital
250.
550.
250,000.
550,000.
550.
They play.
250.
They play.
250.
They play.
Of the subsidiary
I
now.
said
Mm.
share premium 550.
Yes, yes.
Retail earning
680.
what does it give us?
1,480,000.
Is it next?
Okay. The subsidiary shares were quoted at the stock exchange at 1 naira 80 kobo per share at the date the parent took control.
The one article market price per shares. Next.
Required. Calculate the goodwill on acquisition of it is if it is the policy of the parent to measure non-controlling interest at its fair value. B. Calculate goodwill using share of proportionate method and explain what accounts for difference in the use of the two methods. C.
Which I'm going to ask you. You see, A and B must calculate goodwill using fair value and share of proportionate for B. He said, what is responsible for the difference in the use of the two methods? Which I'm going to ask you. Okay. Don't forget, the formula to calculate goodwill still remains the same.
Cost of investment.
So when you are in your institution as a account student, you do not do group accounting.
No,
We didn't appreciate it that time.
we didn't do it.
There is no way you will not do it. Even though you go to Maiduguri University, you should do it.
Some of us did not do accounting.
That is the only thing you can say. Those are those people that is accepted. But if you study accounting, you must have cross group accounts. A minute. You to stretch one. Let me stretch a minute. I can't kill myself.
Rest for the wicked.
We have, it's the same formula. To calculate goodwill is the same formula. Either fair value or share proportionate. I will say cost of investments, add NCR, purchase consideration. Cost of investments, add NCR, purchase consideration, net assets,
Ideal.
as date of acquisition. Goodwill. Again on purchase bargaining. Cost of investment is 1.2 million. And NCR, he said the market price per share is 190 kobo. Times the numbers of shares held by the NCR, which is 400. 1.8 times 400.
720,000.
It's correct.
0.3 times 400.
720,000.
720,000. Now let's the net asset. Get the goodwill. How much is the goodwill?
440,000.
What? 440,000. So, that is that. $440,000. Don't forget, this goodwill belongs to both the parents
Yes.
and NCI. This
Using the
440.
share of proportionate.
Mm. So
So
this
what
one
is the
using fair
goodwill of the
value.
parent now? What is the goodwill of the parent now? For sure, goodwill using share proportionate.
$264,000.
40,000. This is your proportionate.
Abẹ́mu kókó ni.
I don't even know why we're using share proportionate.
Even me, I'm lost though.
Fair value. Fair value is given
If it's
to
fair value you are using now.
Goodwill of parents and NCI is determined using share of proportionate under both share of proportionate and fair value method.
no. Nakazin, please. We need your help. I don't think you. For
Mm.
using fair value,
Ah,
the goodwill belongs to both the parent and NCI.
And the NCIA. And in share of proportionate belongs to parents.
I'm asking you now. We are you to talk.
Please talk.
Kókó. What is the goodwill of the parents?
It will be the group structure of the parent, which is 60% multiplied by the total goodwill.
They play.
Okay,
What's
sir.
they play? I
It's
want to
still
use share proportion.
it's 312.
How?
Somebody has gotten it.
How did we not get it? No.
I said the goodwill of the parent is share proportionate. How do NCI? In share proportionate, NCI that will be added will be the percentage of the net assets.
Yeah.
0.4 times 148.
180.
4 times
Okay.
148 will give us what?
592,000.
92,000. So this will now give me purchase consideration.
1792.
1792. That is it. I will now less the net assets at the date of acquisition, which is 148.
80. 312,000.
What is the goodwill now?
312,000.
Yeah. This is the goodwill of the parents. 312,000. I said goodwill of the parents is of proportionate, even if you have 312,000. That's what I said.
Yes.
That is what I said through the standard. That's what the standard said. What the standard said, I'm not saying it to you. That the goodwill of the parents is share of proportionate, even if you have value. Can I get the goodwill of NCI now? Yes. Please don't multiply percentage on it, you.
Also straight.
440 minus 312.
128,000.
So goodwill of NCI is 128,000. Look at it now. For the share of proportionate, I can use another method, the shorter method. The shorter method, I'll say cost of investment, which is 1.2. I will remove parent portion of the net asset, 0.6 times 148. 0.6 times 148 will give us what?
888.
80.
This will now give me the same goodwill of parents.
312.
With 312. Now, I can decide to get the goodwill, the NCI, instead of the parent first. How do I get the goodwill of NCI? I say goodwill attributed
to NCI.
to NCI. How do I get goodwill of NCI? I will say NCI at fair value, which is 720. Then NCI percentage on net assets at the date of acquisition, which is 0.4 plus 148. 592. This will not give me goodwill of NCI.
$128.
128. This is the goodwill of NCI. When they say NCI is valued at fair value, NCI can be valued at fair value. It means, look at it. How can I get fair value of NCI? Don't forget valuation of NCI. NCI fair value This is what we are saying. Look at it. Valuation of NCI at fair value. How do I get the fair value? The question can give me market price per shares of subsidiary. Just like this question, the market price is 180 kobo. So 180 kobo, I will now get NCI fair value will now be that 180 kobo times the numbers of shares held by the NCI. Parent acquire 600 out of the 1 million. That means the 400 belongs to who? NCI. To give me what? 720. That is one. Two, question can give me fair value of NCI direct. NCI to be 720. So question can give me the fair value
of the whole subsidiary.
Of the whole subsidiary. Don't forget the subsidiary has 1 million shares. And each one of them costs 1.80 kobo. What is going to be the fair value of the whole now?
1.8.
1.8 million. Don't forget, it does not acquire all the shares in the company. It only has 60% control. So NCI will not be 1.8 by 0.4. It will still give you 720. So the question can give me the fair value of the whole, just like this 1.8. I will now multiply NCI percentage on the fair value of whole. Then lastly, question can give me goodwill attributed to NCI. Goodwill attributed to NCI. The question will now give me 128,000. I will now go and apply NCI portion of the net asset. Which is 0.4 times 148. That will give me 128,000 plus 592. It will still give me 720. So irrespective of anyone you give to me on fair value, I will still get the same answer. Therefore, what responsible for the two different the use of the two methods is goodwill. When it is fair value, NCI has goodwill. In share proportion is no goodwill attributed to NCI. I will now send the voice notes regarding the valuation of NCI and the net assets, so that when we are going to work, you will be listening to it. Instead of you listening to Ngogongo, you will not listen to Ngogongo again. You will not be listening to valuation of NCI. Don't forget, the voice is not palatable to the ear, but the content of the message is what is important for now. Instead of you now listening to big things, like nya nya nya. You will not be listening to what? You will not be listening to valuation of NCI. Now, in exam, look at it now. Let's stretch it further. NCI, fair value, share proportionate. Does NCI entitle to net assets? Yes. Yes. Goodwill? Yes.
No.
The difference between fair value and share proportionate is goodwill. In share proportionate, no goodwill attributed to what NCI. That is what we are saying. No goodwill attributed to NCI.
Mm-mm.
We like, any of it like. This night we finish Lagos.
Mm-mm. The whole syllabus.
This night we finish Lagos. So now, this is all about the goodwill. I'll send some solution and also question on goodwill for further learning. From next week, we are just going to be opening everything wide. As I saw
How
the
wide you
question,
open it depends on you.
depends on the owner. But remember, we are only opening account to, I don't know your own mind. Me, I'm only opening account here.
It's good
It's
for
only
that.
account to open it, sir. It's opening account that we are talking about, sir.
Don't
It's
go and
account.
don't say my sister say, Mr. Can say I should be opening everything. Don't be me talk that one. No. Okay. Look at it. What we have done this night is key. So what is the account I need to open to close the question? One of the accounts is that, let me see. One of the accounts to open, one is that I'll open group structure. First one. Adjusted retained earning of subsidiary. 3. I will now open determination
Net assets.
Determination of net assets of subsidiary, both DOA and DOC. Then goodwill, I open. 5. Retain earnings of parents. Then NCI. These are the major accounts we are going to be using to prepare group. I will now be telling you the adjustments one after the other. That's
So what
what
is
we're
DOC?
huh?
DOC.
Date of consolidation.
Also.
Have you been consolidate? Have you been consolidate?
No.
Have they consolidated you?
I don't know.
You must know. I'm the one going to calculate the goodwill. The man will pay through his nose if you have not consolidated. Just call me to come and calculate goodwill.
I should call you to calculate goodwill.
When you want to get married, just call me to come and calculate goodwill. so that we will know how much he's going to pay.
Okay.
And if they've calculated goodwill wrongly before, we can still correct it.
I've not calculated the goodwill though.
I did not calculate a good. No. I hope the person is not, as if, is the person paying for a can lecture so that we remove that one from it.
No. Wow.
He's already paying part of the purchase consideration, sir.
Is paying part of the budget consideration? We will minus that one. It's like that too. You need to invest in your spouse so that you can go get both the reward. It's like that. Let me send all those items to you. Go to Omaye Nigeria Limited. Have you seen Omaye Nigeria? Omaye Nigeria Limited.
Yes, sir. Number 6.
What is the requirement? I'm sending those things to
Goodwill on acquisition. How much would have cost Omaye to acquire 100% share in Boti at the date of acquisition? Then
yes.
C. What is the market price per share of Boti Limited at date of acquisition? And D. Goodwill attributed to NCI at date of acquisition.
That is it. Okay. We'll go to that question now and solve the question. But I want to make sure I send this to you.
Please, I can't find the question. How did you locate it?
Number 6. Question
Number
6.
6.
Number 6, have you seen it?
I'm still looking for it though.
Yeah, look for it. Look for it.
Under Goodwill.
Okay, yes, I've seen it.
Oh, thank God.
Mhm.
Are you Omaye or Moboti?
I don't even know at this point. I just want to sleep.
Go to sleep. No sleep for the wicked. You need to get up.
But I'm not wicked now. Except for the wicked.
Include ICAN students too. I'm trying to send all those things to your platform. Okay, the one I've sent. Okay, we'll now go to the body of the question. Let's go to the body of the question. Yeah. A part of the question says I should calculate goodwill. Goodwill. We all know the formula to calculate goodwill. Guys, here I'll write it down. Goodwill on my year. Goodwill. Okay, cost of investments. Add NCI. Purchase consideration. Or less the net asset at the date of acquisition. Then goodwill. This is it. The second question says, the second on the requirement, P. So, market price per share.
No. How much would have cost Omaye to acquire 100%?
Okay,
Share.
100% acquisition. Then C.
Market price share.
Market price per share subsidiary at the date of acquisition. Then last one
Goodwill attributed.
attributed to NCI.
is goodwill attributed to NCI. That's all.
Using share of proportionate.
That's okay. Let's go to the body of the question now. Yeah, somebody should read.
Omaye PLC acquired 80% of Boti Limited on 1st April 2009. The acquisition
He has
was
given me
done
good
with the
structure.
aim that the
Good structure. Don't read that way. Parents,
80,
80%. NCI,
20.
20%. And I said the acquisition is done with the aim that is going to acquire 100% shares in the future. Okay.
Continue.
Yeah.
The following information is relevant. Cost of investments.
How much is the cost of investment?
5,000.
What do you call it?
345,600. 345,600.
Thank you.
600. Yeah, NCI is valued at fair value at acquisition 76,800.
76,800. Good.
The reserves of Boti Limited at acquisition is as follows. Equity share at #1 is 120,000.
You've given me the reserve, which is the net asset at the date of acquisition. Net asset at the. And I said, okay, equity shares, which is at #1 each, is 120,000.
Retained earnings.
Retain any?
Retain earnings at DOA 163,500.
163,500. Yes.
500. Revaluation surplus at DOA 25,000.
So it does not give me share premium. It does not give me other component. Out of the 5, I have 3. I'll sum them.
308,500.
308,500. So I'll go to the question to calculate goodwill now. What is the cost of investments?
Cost of investment is 345,600.
345,600.
I'll put 345,600. Then he has given NCI at fair value.
76,800.
Copy and paste.
800. What is the purchase consideration?
345 600 minus
422,400.
422,400. The outland's net asset at the date of acquisition.
308.
500.
Okay, 308,500.
113,900.
308. 308,500. What is the goodwill now?
113,900.
113,900. Don't forget this goodwill belongs to both the parents and
And so
SCI.
the NCI.
Good. B part of the question says, if I want to acquire 100% at acquisition, so forget it does not acquire 100%, but it's telling us how do we acquire 100% at acquisition. So very simple. And I say, what is the total numbers of shares in subsidiary? Because value of shares, nominal value, 100% acquisition, which is going to give me what if 120,000 to give me 120,000. Don't forget this 120,000 belongs to two people. Parent has
NCI.
0.8 times 120. And NCI also has 0.2 times 120.
Parent is 96,000.
96,000.
24,000 for NCI.
24,000.
Just 24,000.
Still 120.
So now look at it now. NCI is at fair value, market price. So through that, I can get the market price because it's NCI as fair value. What is the fair value of NCI?
Is 76,800.
So 24,000 shares, units of shares, equals to 76,800. So I can get market price per shares of each one because it's at fair value. So you want to buy 24,000 units as a date of acquisition, this is the fair value. 76,800 divided by 24,000.
3.2. 3 naira,
So
so come 20 kobo.
that is it. Now, if I want to buy 100%, and the total shares is 120,000, 100% acquisition will now be 120,000 times 3 naira 20 kobo.
384,000.
84. Or I will just gross up 76,800. So 76,800 divided by 0.2. I will just gross it up. What does it give us?
384,000.
So give me the same thing. That is it. Then what the question says? The C part of the question.
We have answered it,
Yes.
sir.
What is this?
Market price per share of Boti Limited at date of acquisition.
Oh, okay. So we have gotten 100% acquisition will equals to
384,000.
84. Then the market price per share will equals to what?
3 naira 20 kobo.
Then goodwill attributed to NCI. Out of this 1.3, there is parent goodwill here. There is also what? NCI.
Yeah.
To get the goodwill of NCI, I can just say
15,100.
goodwill attributed to NCI. Attributed NCI will now be NCI at fair value which is 76,800 times NCI percentage on net assets at the date of acquisition. That is it. This will now give me 0.2 times 0.2 times net asset at acquisition.
308,500.
So times 308,500. What does it give us?
Sixty-one 700.
51,700.
1,700. So if I minus it, this will now give me goodwill of SCI
15,100.
100. Or I get the goodwill of the parents using share proportionate method, or also cost of investment. What is the cost of investment?
345,600.
4,5,600. I will remove parent portion of the net asset 0.3 times 308,500.
246,800.
246,800.
98,800.
98. So if I remove, what is the total goodwill?
Total goodwill is
308.
113,900.
So
139.
total goodwill one three 900. Then parent goodwill. Unless it's 98,800. So this will give me the SCI.
15,100.
So anyway, I like it. Can go. Any question for me?
You said it's just merry-go-round.
Abio. What is it? Let's go to question.
The time is 10:54, sir.
What is it?
6 minutes to 11.
When are we supposed to close? It's not 11:30. When they say we should close?
11 o'clock, sir. 11 o'clock.
That is unofficial.
It's not unofficial.
We must finish syllabus today.
What will we now do in the next class?
Over syllabus.
Mm.
Go to Ishok Limited.
He choke.
We should do it as an assignment. Knowing fully that you people don't do assignment too. So you know.
Because of work and time.
You will
We have
create the
not done
time.
impairment. Oh. We have not done impairment of goodwill. Oh. I can see impairment here.
We have not
In this
gotten
question,
we have not gotten to that now.
He wants to give us as an assignment.
Okay. I want us to brainstorm.
okay. No problem. Next
You
week.
show his which number, please.
Is among those one we are doing now.
Number 3.
Okay. Among the one we are doing.
Sorry, my number 3 is Big Bottle.
No.
You say you are not following us. So you have passed that level now. And not from it's the other we sent 3 material.
Please share the material again.
It's here already. Still.
The main note. The main note.
You know you're doing. You are doing.